आपादमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणामाकृतिं स्मरेति न विघ्नं प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथः। लक्ष्मीं तनोतु नितरामितरानपेक्षं मङ्गलद्वयं निगमशाखिशिखाप्रवालं हैरम्बम् अम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिघ्नं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरन्नः। सर्वेषां स्वागतं to the Bhāvārtha session for the 16th shloka. So in the 15th shloka, we saw that the true knowledge that is acquired through certain methodical processes, that is the ultimate knowledge, and the nature of that knowledge is that it destroys all the karma karikas. Next, we have the 16th shloka saying, Tasmatyajet karyamasheshatah sudhihi vidya virodhan na samucchayo bhavet आत्मानुसंधान परायणः सदा निवृत्त सर्वेन्द्रिय वृत्ति गोचरः तस्मात् त्यजेत् कार्यमशेषतः सुधीः विद्या विरोधान् न समुच्चयो भवेत् आत्मानुसंधान परायणः सदा निवृत्त सर्वेन्द्रिय वृत्ति गोचरः. So the continuation, there the nature of jnana and karma, jnana was seen, how it is opposite to the nature of karikas or the karma karikas. Now the conclusion part has come where of the argument, not the complete rebuttal, just that one this thing. We said that it is opposite to each other. That part they are concluding saying, Tasmat tyajet karyam asheshatah sudhihi. Sudhihi means the enlightened one. The enlightened one, the wise one, or the pure one who has understood the meaning of this. Then Tasmat tyajet karyam asheshatah sudhihi. All the asheshatah is all the karyas. All the karyas must be given up. Tyajet. So that means the person who understands the true meaning of this, that person is the Sudhi, the wise one. He will give up all the karyas. He will give up all the karyas, or rather he should give up all the karyas. Okay. So, Vidya Virodhat. Why should he give up the karyas? Because it is Vidya Virodhat. There is a sandhi acting over here. Virodhat na samucchaye, virodhan na samucchaye. That is the sandhi acting over there. Now, why is he giving up all the karyas? Because vidya, the karmas, the kriyas are opposite in nature to the vidya. Vidya virodhat and na samucchayo bhavet, and they cannot go together. Because of their opposite nature, they cannot go together. As explained previously, if I start with the karmas and I say karma is going to lead, that was what the argument. Karma is going to be complementary in attaining the true jnana. If I say this is jnana karma samuchayavada, then karma practically would bring about priya. That means karmecha again. We talked about the karma cycle. So because it leads to another cycle, then it will not let me be away from the attachments. Now, if we say that karma leads to attainment of the true knowledge, jnana, atmabodha, what happens is that atmabodha is going to tell me to stay away from these kind of attachments. And it practically means that we have to destroy that karma karikas. That means what inspires us or provokes us to do karmas, that also we have to give up. Then what happens? We will obviously not, it doesn't make sense when we say that karma leads to jnana. Jnana tells us not to do karma. It cannot be opposite like that. So therefore what happens? It is vidya virodha. Vidya virodhat na samucchayo bhavet. Samuchaya means together, complementary. It cannot be together. The person who understands this, the wise one, that person will give up these. Tasmat sudhihi vidya virodhat na samucchayo bhavet iti karyam asheshatah karyam tyajet. He will give up all these things. Then what happens? By giving up this, then he will exclusively concentrate only on Atmanusandhana. Atmanusandhana is Atmanusandhana Parayana, which means indulging in contemplation and interpretation and what is that called as? Um, no, it isn't. There's a word I'm forgetting. So contemplation of self, introspection. The person will exclusively indulge in introspection of self. That will lead to, and there are steps in different way that also happens. We'll see that further. So what happens is, after, when he gives this, only he will be able to do Atmanusandhana. Otherwise, he will not be able to do it. And it is not something that we can do it once and stop. It is continuous. Therefore, we cannot concentrate on anything. There should only be a sole focus on Atmanusandhana. And that continuous contemplation upon the self will lead us to Nivritta Sarvendriya Vritti Gocharaha. That means the mind, this is called as Antarmauna. So the buddhi, the vritti, it starts to act out. The chitta has vrittis, it has convergence. Like I'm talking about this, and then my mind is elsewhere suddenly. So like that, the mind keeps jumping. So the mind has to be made stable. Chanchalat, we say, no, chanchalam hi manah Krishna. Vayuriva Sudushkaram. So you can't control it. How to control it? There, Krishna says it is Vairagyam and then Abhyasena cha Grihyate. Here, the process is a little more detailed, where they are saying, first, when we give up the Karya Karakas, the Karma Karakas, after that is given up, then what happens? Atmanusandhana, that means the contemplation upon the self occurs. When that contemplation upon the self goes on for a long time, continuously, when we keep doing it, then what happens? Nivritta Sarvendriya, Sarva Indriya, Vritti Gocharaha. The information is usually received by humans through the Indriya. And Indriyas will bring out certain reactions. Indriya Gocharaha. That is the reason. So Sarva Indriya Vritti Gocharaha. So that means all the nature of the Indriyas to bring about some kind of reaction, some kind of karya, vritti, some kind of convergence of mind, that will stop. Nivrittaha, that will stop. So this is the process. So there they have explained the process as well. So tasmat yajet karyam asheshataha, that sudhihi, who realizes that vidya virodhat na samuchayo bhavet, that person tasmat yajet, he will give up. Then what happens when he indulges in Atmanusandhana, and he indulges in it continuously? Then what happens? His mind will finally reach a stage where it will not fluctuate, it will stabilize. Antarmauna, where we sit in a place, and when we start meditating, there is total silence, not just of our surroundings, not just of our kriyas physically, but also of our mind. So this is the Bhāvārtha for the 16th shloka. So with this, we end the session. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषा गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि।